Cold storage update. Your existing inventory will not spoil. The new bakery, produce, and white perishable box products now need proper temperature storage. We added a free warehouse expansion and walk-in freezer near your entrance. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the moist and mighty Megastore. I'm a little bit worried about this one. I cannot believe how many updates that this game gets. So, yeah, we've got a big new cold storage update. So we're going to see where that is. I'm thankful that we don't have like any of our stuff up here. I don't think that's going to go bad since it was already here. Where is our cold storage? Hold on, is that what was out here? Oh, a small walk-in freezer. Okay, so we're going to have to set this up ourselves. How big is a walk-in freezer? Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to have to do some warehouse organization today. This might be my worst nightmare. I'm going to put this down here. I feel like, let's go buy some warehouse expansions if we can. This is, dude, I cannot believe how many updates this game gets, and it's a solo developer. It's honestly insane. So we're going to come in here, warehouse, 25,000 for this. We're going to be able to get that. We're not level 85 yet. We'll be there soon, so we'll be able to get another one. Hopefully, this is going to help us out. Now, the thing is technically, the freezer items here, those should be going into the actual freezer and the fridge and everything else. So, like, we should need less of these racks because we're not going to have as many items. It looks like this is our new warehouse area that we added. So maybe we start with that. Let me see what we've got going on. Will this fit back here? That would simply be wonderful. Yes, it will. Okay, so this is a brand new fridge, and this is where we can oh wow, it's really small. All right. Oh, that's a nice touch. Look at that unit going there. All right, so we can adjust the temperature. You've got cool. If you go all the way down, you've got fridge, and then below that, you've got freezer. So we've got different items. They're going to have to be stored at different temperatures. So like if we go in here, we know, looks like apples want to be cool. You risk them spoiling if they're hot for 192 hours or too cold for 72 hours. So you want to make sure, I'm assuming vegetables are going to be in, I'm honestly not sure. So it looks like red is frozen. Vegetables must be cool, and then I'm assuming maybe bakery's cool, and then vegetables would be fridge. I just checked the patch notes. So anything that's listed as fridge obviously has to go in the fridge. So all these things here. You also have freezer for certain items, and then obviously seafood is mainly going to be, I would assume this has to be frozen. There's nothing else that would make sense. But yeah, all that goes there, and then bakery. So I guess anything that's brown is cool, but then I also saw that produce is green here. So I think bakery and produce is cool. If it goes in a fridge, it goes in the fridge, and then obviously if it's frozen, we're going to have to freeze it. Now, technically, all of this stuff is going to be good, but I kind of feel like we should just get this organized, get these things set up in those freezers, because then as we order new things, as we run out of products, our workers are going to be able to put them in the right spot. Oh man, this is going to be a lot. So let's just take anything that we are for sure good on right now. I'm going to flip this thing around. Let's move these things too, get all this out of the way, because we're going to have a huge reorganization process right now. But we're just going to want to figure out what's good and what's not. So we're going to move this here. These are all good. Brown boxes are going to have items that are just good indefinitely, and you could just kind of leave them there. And then anything with these, we're going to have to set up and get the carts out and make sure that we're moving stuff around. And the thing is, I hate to say it, but I'm not going to invest in this little guy here. I think there are multiple sizes. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pack this up, and we're just going to leave this over in the office because, buy it nice or buy it twice. We're going to be in trouble if we end up trying to skirt the corner on that. So we've got stuff up at the top there. Shoot, dude. Okay, this one looks pretty good. We're going to be able to move this one over here. Oh, it does have bread items, though, so we can move these out. Maybe we have... Bro, I don't know. This is going to be an absolute nightmare. I say that, but I actually love stuff like that. Those aren't frozen or anything. Okay, so all that's good there. This has seafood on it. That's the only thing. So let me grab this. Get this out of here. These are going to have to find new shelves in these freezer boxes. But we're going to make do. We're going to be okay. This one looks good. Going to grab these guys. Anything produce is going to have to go in a cool section. This is just insane, dude. I commend the dev for this, though. Like, I feel like this game, it's rare that you see it go a week without an update, which is just insane. It's honestly a little overwhelming because we have so many series go. Oh my gosh. So the white boxes are things that are going to have to go into the fridges and stuff. Oh, this is bad, but you know what? Once we do it, it's going to be well worth it. The fact that there's just one on this entire shelf all the way at the top. Oh, this is... just not good. There's one right here. The thing is anything tall, we're gonna have to get the forklifts out, bro. There are so many. This one's gonna be good minus the bottom, so we could take this. But yeah, it's tough because, like, obviously we've had a lot of series going on the channel. I'm trying to catch up with everything and, you know, end some things and start new things. There's a lot of stuff I want to play, but it's just like, you know, I'll record this, and then if I have to wait a few days to be able to post it, then it's like, oh wait, no, we actually have a huge new update and there's a lot of new stuff to do. So hats off to him for sure. This thing, except for the bottom two. Get these guys out of here. Thank you very much. Chicken's gonna have to go, but we can't. Can we pick this up? Yeah, we could pick this up. Okay, so we'll place this chicken down here, and this one should be good to go. Okay, so we can get this in the line over here. Beautiful. Now the thing is that's not the only update. This might be the best quality of life that we have ever seen. So you guys know in the past, if we wanted to pick things up, there's like small boxes, medium boxes, everything else. Like if we look over here, I actually think some of those have been updated, but this is a large empty box. This is a wide box. This is a large box. There's like 5 or 6 different types of boxes, and if you don't have the right type, you can't pick things up. We need a medium box for this product. Well, guess what? Now, if we take this guy, we can just pick anything and everything up. So I can grab some of those, I can grab some of these, I can grab this. So if you're trying to reorganize, oh, you can even switch the products. Wow, okay, that works out really well. We're gonna put those back there, and then the pink dress set goes back up here. But yeah, for organization and like quick moving stuff, I feel like that was really, really needed. We've also got new finance tab here, so we're going to be able to get loans. We could get business loans up to $41,000. We actually have like a credit score and stuff. I was reading through the patch notes, like as you take more loans and pay them back on time, your credit score is going to go up. You're going to get more favorable rates. So it's actually, pretty intense here. We've also got more stats on the store. So it looks like we don't have enough data. We're going to have to get things back open again, but you're going to be able to see what you've sold in the past day, 7 days, 30 days. Keep an eye on what items are doing well. We could probably price items a little bit better. You can keep track of your customers and things. We used to have like a little bit of intel at the end of each day, but now we've got a lot more information there, which is kind of cool. Now, if we come in here, warehouse equipment, where are we going to buy? Probably furnitures. Equipment in here probably. Oh, we've got new compact racks, which are awesome. So we're gonna have to put those in the freezers because they're a little bit smaller. Large walk-in freezer is gonna be $2,500. So let me purchase this really quick. We're gonna send this out to the storefront. We're gonna keep working, but we're definitely gonna have at least one large for each temperature setting. So we need 3 of those, and I don't know if we're gonna need more than that, but I'm definitely not gonna be playing around here. We're gonna get stuff exactly where it's supposed to be right away. Just give me racks where, oh my gosh, bro, almost every rack has multiple frozen or cool or fridge options in each spot. So we're this of course, we're paying the price for not being organized before. I mean, I feel like we were pretty organized. Just makes it tough when we always have new things coming out. So we've got those there. This one's now going to be good to go. We've got extra spots, so we might be able to consolidate on some of these. Like this stuff we're going to have to get down. Oh goodness, dude. I think every single one of these has a mix of items on it, except this one, just the bottom right. Okay, we could pick this up. What's that up top? Guitars, we're good to go. All right, so let's grab this. We're gonna move this out of here, and a lot of these are gonna have to go on a storage shelf that's gonna be going inside a cooling fridge. So I guess we could make this first one our cooling fridge, and I'm pretty sure that we can place it down, and then, again, I was reading in the patch notes, you can like, if you pick it up, all the items in there get picked up too. So you can shuffle stuff around a little bit. How big is this going to be? Oh my gosh, bro. We're going to have to make so much from this. This is tough. The thing is technically these items, like it said, they won't spoil right now. However, if we buy new items and then our employees restock them, those are going to be technically new. So that means that they're, over time, they're going to spoil. So we just want to kind of get ahead of this while we can. Let me move these guys as far over as we possibly can. We're going to put that there. We just need to organize things for right now so that we can have space to be able to put this first storage down. This is an absolute nightmare of the best scenario, dude. I love stuff like this. Okay, so we need to move these. I'm just going to get rid of these, bro. I don't even care. Okay, get this over here. Get this here. If we had a little bit more in terms of leveling and XP, we could just expand the warehouse, which would make this easier, but we're going to be okay. We're going to get by. This one's good as well. I don't know if I want to try to start getting stuff in there right away, or like we could kind of organize it. I mean, these could probably be organized a little bit better. We can clear up some area over here. I'm kind of thinking we just somehow put it down in this area if we can make space, but we could get like all of the cool items, all of the fridge items, all of the frozen items all together in the same area and then just easily move them in, or we can put the fridge down first and then move bits in piece by piece. I don't know what our answer is going to be off the rip. And I do think these, we can make this a compact if we want, which is not, oh, but you can't unmake it a okay, so we have our first compact thing. That's nice. So, you know, if you had too many shelves, and obviously we're going to be able to fill a lot of these with our freezer thing, so we're not going to have to buy compact shelves. We could just instantly transfer it. Dude, that's... Again, I don't want to hype him up too much, but the fact that this is a solo guy and he's keeping up with it and he thinks about stuff like that is really cool. Okay, so we've got a lot of this stuff over here. This can go on a normal shelf, so we know all of these are good. We're just going to place those back out in the warehouse eventually. This is good as well. Put this over here. It's just going to be so nice because this is going to look so much different by the time we're done with this episode. Like, it has been chaos for a very long time, and I think it's finally time to pay the piper. So let me move this guy out of the way. The thing is I don't want to move to a medium one first. I'm hoping we can fit this in here. Maybe if we go sideways. How big is this? I feel like we're close. I'm going to take some of these. We're going to move these down here. We're just going to be moving stuff for the rest of our lives. Try to move these guys over, bro. We just don't have enough space as it is. What just fell off there? Light yogurt? Oh boy. Some products need cold storage. Store them in the correct walk-in freezer mode. Wrong temperatures can damage them. Okay, this one is actively saying it needs a I don't know where this came from. We're just gonna throw that over there for right now. Move these guys down here. Just trying to build enough to be able to get this first one in. Oh, yes, we got it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is how big it is. I love it. So we're going to want to take that guy. Let me open this up. We're going to move this in here. So you need the compact shelves because obviously it's a little bit tighter in here. I'm thinking we probably want to go vertical since that's the way that you're walking in. If we put that like that, beautiful. And now we're going to be able to take these guys and we're going to put these guys inside our little walk-in freezer. And this is produce. So this it's going to be all bakery goods and the you know, produce that are going to be in here, and we're going to keep it on the cool setting. So if we take this, it's already at cool, 42 degrees. Are these things happy? Cool is okay. Perfect. All right. So they're not going to be spoiling. Dude, the fact, and the thing is like when you order stuff and it's sitting out, like either out front or if it's back in one of these, stuff is going to start spoiling. Now, again, oh, these are bigger now. We have like full semi trucks, not little box trucks. That's kind of nice. How are we supposed to get, I'm not going to be able to fit we're going to have to buy a new piece of equipment to be able to get to the second and third level in here. Let me see what we've got going on for warehouse equipment. Are we going to need the electric jack? Bottom racks only. Forklift, reach truck. No. Pallet stacker. Move this over here. It's going to be coming to dock 1, so we're going to have to get this thing out of the delivery dock. There she is. Okay, this we're going to be able to pick up. Oh, pick up. And are we going to be able to get this? Oh, you just walk with it. Okay. Oh, this. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, so it's going to be a lot of moving stuff around here. So anything in a brown case is going to go in here. And this is good because we're going to be able to go around and like all this stuff we're going to be able to grab. And really what we could do, hold on, let me take, let's just buy a couple new compact things just to make our job easier. We've never had a use for this thing before, which is kind of cool. We kind of wasted some money here, but that's going to be fine. You know, if it saves us time, that's ultimately what matters. Send this thing back off. But if we take these, we can set this up like right here. Let's grab any of these and throw them over. Get this. Perfect. We're just looking for anything in the little brown ones. Get that up there. He's good. Then we could come grab some of these things. Any and all produce, please and thank you. I wish this thing worked a little bit faster, but I understand it's, you know, safety first. If we get all these on this, we should be able to just pick this up. And if we move it in here, then we're going to have this good to go. So let's get our first row set up here. Get it as close as possible because storage is obviously an issue. I don't even know if we're going to be able to fit all of our produce in here. We might need multiple of these freezers, dude. So yeah, we're just going to be setting these things up using this little reach thing. Oh, nope, not this. This is actually a lot easier to control, at least. That's chicken. What's this here? I can't tell. That's bread. So we're going to take this. And the reason why we're keeping these is because obviously at some point we had to have something on this that needs to be refilled. So like if I take this right here, I'm going to buy this. Let's just order this to dock number 1. I want to make sure that they will access this. I'm going to put this in here for right now. Back it up against that. I'm going to shut the door. And we're going to see if our employees go and take care of that. And then we can continue setting things up on this. So we'll see once that arrives. Probably should have bought more than just one item on a pallet there, but that's going to be fine. Okay, it looks like she's going for it. Hold on. So let's see. Will she grab that? And she should come over here. I just want to make sure that she like opens up the door and stuff by herself. She's going to open it up and she's going to go put it on the rack. Let's go. All right. Good job, girl. High five. Or not. And honestly, now what we can do, this is going to have to go. We'll just put these over here for now, I guess. Let's get this guy out of the way as well. We can go around, and anything that has produce on the first couple shelves, we'll just take the entire shelf over here. We can set it up like that so this thing can reach up to 3. And now we can just take these off. Obviously, 3s are nice because then you don't have to move the things. And then, like, look at this. It's just 2. So we could take this, put it over here, take this, put it over here. We're looking for another 3 if we can find it somewhere quickly. Doesn't matter. We'll also take a 2. Oh, can't reach that thing. Okay, again, we could just move this thing as a whole. And then once they're done, we're going to be able to move them to a different spot. Grab this, put this up here. This one's done. We're going to be able to move this one in our fridge. I'm curious if we have to keep the door closed or if that affects anything. But now we can put this over here. We can get a few wide here. We're not going to be able to add any extras though. So we've got that there. We should center these. We've got a little bit too much space there just to make it look nice. So if we have that like that, a little bit better, maybe a little bit to the left. I say these are my nightmares, but like, look at me just taking my time to make sure everything's organized. So we've got that there, and it looks like I'm just gonna buy a bunch of these. I don't care, dude. I know it's a waste of money, but I don't want to move things around more than we have to. But it looks like we should be able to get 2 deep, and we could have 8 of these times 6 slots on each one. Get this guy in like that. Yeah. All right. So that's going to be maxed out in here. I love this, but I kind of hate it. Obviously, it's forcing me to finally completely organize this warehouse. And after just a monumental amount of time today, I think we're going to be in a much better spot. So this is what a final freezer is going to look like. I know it's not pretty, but hey, we're trying to fit as many things in here as possible. So I actually wonder, I don't think it would matter. I was going to say if we had them all going the same way, if we could potentially get more in here, but I think it's all going to be the same. So we'll just leave it like this. It's the same footprint no matter what. Okay, so that's what a freezer looks like. Can we pick this up as a whole and move it? We can, which that's about the best news we've had all day. Okay, so good news is we have most of these things taken care of. We're starting to get into the level 4 or like 4th tier things, so we need to be able to use our forklift here, which is not too bad. But the bad news is we have more wooden pallets than space in one of these, so we're gonna need multiple of these units just for this temperature, which is not great, but I guess it's just, you know, a necessary evil. So this is where things are going to get really ugly. I don't want it to be the answer, but I feel like the answer is we're going to have to get the stuff from over here. We're just going to have to move things around. Like, instead of being able to place these and move things onto the shelves and directly in there, I think we're going to have to move stuff from these into a different shelf and then move this over there. We're going to have to consolidate everything so we have enough square footage to be able to place more of these things. Oh, why is this on? Shouldn't this be on cool? Who set this to fridge? Why would that change? That's making me a little bit nervous. Okay, I want to make sure we stay on cool because things can freeze. Spoilage cool, spoilage cool. Oh, this needs a fridge. Cool is okay. Wait a second. Bread needs a fridge. Okay, this makes a little bit more sense. Oh my goodness, dude. This is crazy. So we're gonna have to pull all of these out. Oh! It probably auto-changed to... Oop, I don't want to go up that way. If we go to fridge, is this gonna say... That says fridge okay, and this says needs cool. Okay, this might actually be my worst nightmare. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to take every single item out here. We're gonna take these out, and what do we think? What do we have more? I'm gonna take the bread off. Any bread, we're gonna pull off here, and we're gonna have to put on a different setup that's gonna go in a different cooler. Hold on a minute, I've got an idea. So if we take these 2 off, and we're gonna have 6 pallets on this one. We've got 6 freezer pallets. Can I collapse this? It's reserved to staff right now. Hold on. Sometimes they can take a while to do things, so we're just gonna keep organizing here. What I'm doing is I'm grabbing like all the breads here that are gonna be going in a fridge section. We're gonna put these all on here, so we have a full freezer section, or a full freezer you know, rack or whatever it is, fridge, freezer, all the above. We're going to take this. I'm putting anything that's complete is going back in this corner, and then we'll know that we can reorganize these later because we need space. That's the thing. Once we get through this, we're going to have a lot more space in here. This thing is hardly even full, dude. Like we have, I don't know that we have enough fruit to be able to fill this thing, but all right. Is this one done yet? Oh, look at that. Okay, so if we take 6 of the same thing, we could take like the good stuff off and leave. If we ever have 6 of the frozen or the cooling sections, we could just move this back here. Okay, so like this one, you can't do. Most of these, we probably can't do. This one, we could get close. We could take the good things off and then move everything back down. This one's got a bunch of freezer on it. All right, so let's take this. I mean, it's not going to save us a whole bunch of time, but at least that's a little bit less of moving things back and forth. So I'm going to like put this over here. Not sure what this top one is, so we're just going to bring this thing back as well. Just going to put that over there for right now, and then we need to take 2 more off. So let's grab this thing because it's a little bit easier to get the lower things. So if we just bring these off here like this, and then we collapse this. Beautiful. This is all freeze, I think. Hold on. Yeah, that's freezer 2, the lobster. All right, so slowly but surely moving stuff back here. This is just so satisfying, dude. We are cooking. I know it's not looking like much right now, but things are getting done. So everything that's done, we're continuing over here. This is where we put all of our, you know, kind of permanent shelf life items, all of our gray. Oh, we need to get more brown boxes over here. All right, we can do that. Let me just grab this thing real quick. But yeah, everything that will have an infinite shelf life is going to be over there. And then we're just continuing to build all the fridge-based things, the cold-based things, I guess we could call it. Grab this guy here. We don't have quite as many things happening on the ground over here, which is great. And I did end up opening up the store. I kind of forgot to open the store. We were so focused on this, so I figured we might as well be bringing in money because we, you know, have been spending a lot back here. But we're getting there. Oh my goodness, dude. We have put so much time into this, but the fact that I can see the floor is incredible, and we don't have anybody working, so we're going to go ahead and mess all this up. We're going to open this thing up, but now we just need to organize even more, and we're still a little bit low on space, but basically these are all the things that need to go in cooling spaces, and then all of these, all of this through here. Oh no. Okay, I didn't see this one. Hold on. We're gonna be fine. I actually think we have some space on that one. Perfect. Okay. So we are 98% done with it. We do have to kind of, I mean, most of these we can tell if it's just a normal item or not, but I want to make sure that we don't have like an empty pallet. I guess eventually over time we'll figure it out. But yeah, do we have anything in here that's doing anything odd? Yep, there's some freezer items on this one. Okay, we're not quite done yet. Nothing over here. That's a vacuum. That's a vacuum. These are all good. Dude, this is, I'm so ready for the satisfaction that's going to come with this. What are these? Those are all good. What was this? Oh, it's a donut. Okay, that's just the vending machine donuts. These are all good. Check the backside back here. Okay, so we missed one out of everything. That's awesome. Wait, what's this? Anytime it's like bright packaging, it makes me nervous. That was a Barbie dream house. Had our vehicles all parked nicely and everything out of the way, but we're gonna go pick this guy up over here. Drop this thing off. I'm just gonna go ahead and lift this thing up so we have easier access later on if we need it. Just trying to be as smart as possible. And honestly, I think for like this one, let's take these and let's finish off these shelves entirely. And then this one that has a couple open spaces we can put on an end cap somewhere. What does this do? Oh no. Chocolate milk. I'm assuming that's going to be fridge. So I'm going to send that to Dock 1. We're going to have somebody restock that. We're going to be taking this off for sure, but we'll leave it in there so they'll stock it. So this one's officially done. We can move this off to the side. I'm going to move these over here because we're going to have another one completely filled. Oh, chocolate milk isn't a, interesting. Okay, I didn't expect that, but, oh, we've got a space on here too. Okay, so we could take this. We're going to throw this fridge one into here. The fridge are gray, the frozen are white, and then we could take these over here. Let's take one of the level 3s, get this down here, and then we've got this level 2 that we're going to be able to get over here. Okay, so this one is completely done too, and then this one's going to have a little bit open on it. Back that back up. Perfect. Okay, so let's get this stuff out of the way, and this is where the work is truly going to begin. So we need to be able to fit multiple of these freezers in here. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit one right there. Let's test it out. I cannot believe we're finally here, dude. Okay, so a large walk-in freezer. I mean, we're going to need at least 2 more of these. So we're just going to buy 2. Let's send these up to the storefront. Look at all these wonderful people in here. We're going to start building that data. Technically, we should have yesterday's in there, right? Look at that revenue trend, 51K for yesterday. And then we can look at the product sales. So it looks like apples are flying off the shelves here. And we can even sort these. Okay, so sushi, chicken wings. So that's the thing, is we might want to think about raising the prices here. I don't know if we have like detailed statistics there. We need like some AI integration so that we can figure out where that balance is between maximum profit, but also making sure that we actually have enough sales going through. You know, you can jack the price up and then nuke your sales. So we're going to bring these two in here, and I'm really hoping we're going to be able to fit another one in here. So let me get this out of the way. Might be able to fit it here. Oh no. Okay. We've got a little bit more reorganizing we need to do. I feel like if we move this over here, move this over here, let's move these here, and then if we, I think one more, we should be able to move this to the side, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. Move this guy all the way to this side as far as we can. I think we're going to have to move these. How many squares is this? It's going to fit, I'm pretty sure. We'll move these out here. So we'll say, let's put frozen in the next one, which I don't even know if we needed a large for the frozen items, but that's okay. We actually might want to rethink about that because we only have 3 shelves of frozen items. Okay, so we're going to be able to do a small freezer for now. Technically, we already had that, right? Perfect. Okay, so if we put this guy right here, now we can start moving these guys into the freeze. Oh, small's not gonna cut it. Holy cow. I think there's a new, like, push dolly or something. The platform cart carries large amounts of boxes at once. All right, I'm gonna purchase this as well. Look at this hot rod. All right, here we go. Let's bring this thing out, close this back up. We don't necessarily need this right now, but if we're ever, I mean, these are the oh no, it's bigger than the carts that they have. If we ever need to carry a bunch of things, we can. Although technically that's what our workers are mainly for. But if we bring this guy back in here, hopefully medium is going to be good enough for our frozen, like the actual really cold items. Okay, yeah, medium is, this is medium? Medium walk-in freezer. Interesting. Is it just not, it must not be as deep. Okay. So we're going to get this thing set down to a freezer temp, 23 degrees. I don't know if that's too cold, but if we get these guys in here, we'll probably have to upgrade this at some point, but for right now, it's going to save us a little bit of space until we get a larger warehouse. And then honestly, we could just flip this thing around so we have access to it. Perfect. Just like that. And then we could take anything with the white box. We've got 2 more. Are we going to be able to fit 2 more in here? Just barely. At least I hope so. We might not. Shoot, dude. This is going to be a nightmare if we can't. Can we get 2 right there? Oh, it's going to be a tight fit. I don't think we can. Oh, my goodness, dude. I don't know if we have too many products and not enough levels or something, but it feels like we... Dude, to get 3 large freezers in here is going to be really, really tough, but we're going to have to make it work. So we're going to pack this thing, close the door, pack this thing... We've got one more thing in here, of course. Pack this thing back up. I'm just going to recycle it. We're not going to be using this ever. Appreciate the dev for the free gift, but we're not going to need this either. 375 bucks back for that. And then our large ones are over here. So we're just going to have to figure out how to finagle all this in. So I'm going to move this. We're going to have to move this. We're going to be putting this stuff in our restock zones. This is an absolute nightmare. But if we move this guy as far to the right as we possibly can, right along this. Can we get 2 of these in here? We should be able to. I'm going to move all of our freezer items over here because we're going to have to get them in there anyway. That's going to open up space so we could take this guy, move this back here. And please tell me, dude, please, 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 if we can get this right here. There it is. Okay, so this is going to be our freezer going forward. We just trapped somebody in the freezer right there. That's a nightmare, little Final Destination type stuff. But all right, so we're going to get this guy here, this guy right there, and then we're going to try to center him in the middle, and we'll buy some extra shelving to make sure that we always have space when we need it. But we're going to wrap that up once we're actually done here. Okay, so this is going to have to go over a little bit. How's that look? A little bit off center. We'll move this a little bit to the left. I wish we had like a grid pattern or something. That looks pretty good. Now what would really help is I wish I could pack that up right there. So we're going to have to figure out a way to move. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know how we're going to do this. We've got to move all these out here because all these are going to have to go in a fridge. I physically might not have enough space in here for 3 of these things and all the shelving that we have. At least we know these can go in the first one that we set up. So that's going to save us a little bit of space. But we need these to be able to tuck into the back walls, and we just don't have the space for it right now. Open this up, get this in here. You just don't have much space in here. We've got that. This is an empty one, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it over in this one because we're going to need extra space eventually, I'm sure. Let's get this on the back wall just to keep things a little bit less contested for right now. And then we've got one more produce, or bread, I think it is. That can take the place that we just took away. So this one is officially done. This one's as packed as it can get. I'm not going to be buying any more bread things. Hold on. We're going to start a new day. We need to make sure we're continuing to bring money in. And really, XP is the bigger one because at 85, we're going to be able to get another warehouse expansion. So let's just keep trying to get that XP. This is going to be our last freezer section. And now this is where we're going to have to really start getting these guys put back here because we're going to want to push these freezers back this way, which I don't... dude, this is a nightmare. I feel like once we get out here, going back to back is going to be smarter. So we want this lined up along this wall. I don't know if I want to have it going that way or do we just fully want to push the freezers back. The thing is we open this up, it's still not going to be big enough for another freezer. It's going to be a tight fit for right now, but we're just going to have to make do and we're just going to have to get more XP. We're going to have to level up. We're going to have to get bigger storage options or expansion options. Let me think about this. So if we move this guy, you got to move it from the front. If we take him and we move him back this way, we're going to be able to fit another one right here. Potential. I think we will. If we can get these guys put in one of these, we're going to be fine. We just need to get this stuff organized first. And then we can move things around. I just want to get all of this loose stuff in a freezer. Moment of truth. Can we open a big freezer right here? Yes, we can. Okay, so now we're going to be able to get all these guys in here. And technically I said freezer, but I believe this is going to be a fridge. So we're going to go at 35. So that's at 35. That's going to be our cool. And then this one is on freeze, right? Perfect. So now we're just going to go around, find all these random crates that we put everywhere. And we're going to try to get these lined up in here. And we officially have... oh my gosh, I hate that the workers, they walk in, they close the door. You got to wait for... I either have to put this down or let me just squeeze through really quick while he's in there. I do appreciate that they're saving electricity and stuff by not wasting the cold air, but it drives me nuts that they're going in there and opening and closing doors when we're working. Okay, so we have everything in here now. Now it's just about moving this stuff around. I feel like the freezers should be back in the back, especially because that's the way that the expansion keeps going. And then all of these and all of these over here that we just set up so we could fit this are going to have to move over here. It just drives me nuts because we can't... I guess it makes sense for them to be this way. We're going to be fine. I was going to say we can't like set these up exactly where we want them because we need to save the room to be able to move these first. But this is just going to be a lot of running back and forth and we're going to set these up. I mean, we got to take advantage of every little square inch that we have here. Let's get this guy like this. Come back here, grab another one. We're going to move that back, and we're eventually going to get these guys all the way back in the corner. Oh, my goodness, dude. Okay, so the thing is eventually this is going to expand this way, so we're just going to keep pushing these things back. I don't know what to do with this. Like, that might be valuable real estate we need. We'll see. I'm going to push this backwards as far as we can against this back wall, and then leave a little bit of space for people to be able to get by, and you can get into this. Just barely. Let's move it over a little bit to at least be somewhat realistic. A little bit more. I guess we want to go like something like that. Probably looks a little bit better. There you go. Okay, so we've got that there. This wall back here is clear, so I'm going to put these two next to each other. I don't know how we're supposed to fit this, bro, for real. I also hate that I can't have this all in one big view. Is that close enough? Oh, that's not even close. Can't go back anymore. I think that's as close. Oh, okay. Yeah, we are there. Really wish I could see over to my left, but it's going to be somewhere around here, I think. Okay, that looks good to me. So that's the back half of our warehouse taken up by that. And then we have this. So I guess we could push this back a little bit. Can we get this flush with these? Technically, we can get that flush. Now, can they get in there? I don't know. I probably want to be able to get in there. So I'm going to bring this back this way a little bit. So we've got a little bit of space. Dude, this isn't... We don't have enough warehouse space, but we're at least going to, you know, kind of have a start here. And now we have all of our stuff up here. This obviously could be a little bit better organized. Shoot, dude, I wanted to have this like completely figured out, and we don't have the space for it. There's not enough real estate in here for 3 large fridges, but at least we have all of our cold items where they need to be, and going forward when they're restocked, we're gonna be okay. Get all these guys out of the restock zones here. We've got these guys in restock zones. I think we've got some space over here. Technically, we could keep building this way a little bit if we wanted, but I think that looks pretty clean, so I'm gonna put these guys over here, and I think this is the final piece of the I really didn't know how big these fridges were, dude. I mean, we organized our tits off here, but the the frozen stuff just takes up too much space. I don't know what else to do. We're going to end the day. We're going to keep pushing for another upgrade. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff in here. I don't think we need these currently. Clean up the shop a little bit. But yeah, I don't know that there's much else that we can do in this moment. At least we have nice rows here. You know, something comes in on the truck. You grab this. You grab it. You put it up there. Really, we don't have to do that. Our workers will do it. So we've got nice rows going all the way down here. We just need to expand this way. Otherwise, there's nothing we're ever going to be able to do. So, man, that's, I'm not going to lie, a little bit disappointing. I thought we were going to have a better setup than that. One thing I do want to do is make sure that we're future-proofed. That's all full. And we need 3 more of these. Grab our handy-dandy cart. These are going to be delivered to the front dock. Oh, just kidding. We're not going to be able to do that with that. But let's grab these guys here. Perfect. Send this thing back off. And we're going to be able to bring these guys over here and we'll have extra storage for when we need it. I should take a note out of the employee handbook and make sure that I'm closing the doors when we're done. But if we get that guy there, let's get this guy here. Let's get this guy here. And look at that. All right. So all of these are the large freezer and you can get 8 shelves in here, 8 mini shelves. Close that, close this. Bring this out of here. I'm going to leave this in here because that's probably where we'll use it the most. And this one's already closed. So we have all of our cold goods where they're supposed to be. We've got warehouse shelves and rows. We just need to buy the plot of land next door and be able to expand this way. Once we can get that way, probably like 7 or 8 upgrades, we're going to feel a lot better. But until then, it's just going to be a little bit tight in here. But I am happy with how that worked out. So crazy, dude. A lot of organization there. We're just going to have to grind. I'm just going to have to put some time in. Just, you know, leave this up on my computer and just keep opening it up and letting people come in and earning XP. What's our XP look like? I can't believe how expensive these warehouse expansions are. Look at this, dude. 105, 110, all the way up to 150. I mean, I wouldn't be happy until we had at least like, I think we need 2 and then another 3. So at least 5, if not 8, up to expansion 23, level 120. I feel like I'd be a little bit more happy with that. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys want more from this, we can definitely make that happen. I know this series is a little bit more sporadic, but I love this game, dude. It keeps getting better and better with every update. I just wish we had a little bit more square footage back here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Catch you all later. I'm exhausted.